In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that has been beaten down for quite some time now, and it looks like it's about to make a massive move this upcoming week. We're also going to be looking at the overall markets because there's going to be some interesting developments happening in the middle of the week on Wednesday. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts right off the bat. We got the Nasdaq futures, and in the last video on Thursday night, I warned you guys about a potential bear trap, right? So this is the bear trap that I was talking about. In the morning, we opened up higher, and all of the greedy bears who were hoping for a drop all the way down to 18,800, they all covered as soon as the market opened and caused this massive surge in volume compared to the last two mornings, all right? And then we had like an all-day grinder throughout the remainder of the day. One thing that like really pisses me off about the market sometimes is that y'all see how the futures is up. Like when I click here and then I move the mouse here, it's up 0.85%. But if you look on the left side, it says it's negative, all right? And if you also look at the ETF themselves, like let's say SPY, for example, the SPY closed at 582, and yet right now it's only at 560. So tomorrow, I don't know if they're going to line everything up together or one is going to catch up with, again, it's right now it's just looking like a mess. All right. And since it's looking like a mess, to me, I'm thinking that individual stocks in individual sectors are going to do their own thing until Wednesday. All right, that's what I meant by some interesting developments. The FOMC meeting is happening on Wednesday at exactly 1 p.m. Central Time, and that's going to shake up the market. So in the meantime, I think I drew some lines somewhere. Let's see. Let's look at the SPY. No, I drew some lines here. Yeah, we're gonna use QQQ for this. Have an alert literally right here. When you look at QQQ itself, when you look at the 4-hour time frame, right, massive drop. Right now, I see a double bottom. It's quite simple. It's there, all right? And typically with a double bottom, we should see a break of this level of resistance at 481. We should see that, right? So just have your alert right here. And I believe that the market will be fully ready to commit to the upside when that alert rings. And it could be tomorrow, it could be Tuesday, could be Thursday, or it could be Wednesday, all right? But we're still trading in that box right here, which is very annoying, despite the bear trap that occurred on Friday. So just give the market some time and trade day by day. Let's see how the VIX is looking, because the VIX, I told you guys it would fade, and it definitely did fade, right? Like I was about 24 hours too early in that video. I told you it would fade between the 12 and the 13, all right? But instead it faded on the 14. 24 hours too early, and yet it still got there. This is looking like the market is about to really shift upwards. Like the market is about to make a really big move. It's just delayed and it's dragging its feet. So this is actually really good, right? And you have to be patient and you have to be ready. The bottom on the market is in. I honestly don't think that we're going to get below. We're not going to get below this double bottom that we have right here. I don't think so. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I think this is the bottom. I just don't know how long it's gonna play games before we really try to go for that 21,000 on the Nasdaq. All right, so that's what I'm trying to get at. So just be ready. All right, now the stock for today's video that I believe is going to make a really big move and a really big push this week. I believe that stock is a PLTR, and this is why I think PLTR is going to rise again. All right, first we have the demolishment from the highs of 126 all the way down to 74. That's a 40% drop. All right, next up, we're gonna zoom in. The gap on the left got filled, which is an excellent sign. That giant gap got filled. The next thing is we're going to dive into the 1 hour, and we're gonna zoom in here. there is an ascending triangle on here that actually broke out on Friday morning and closed above the horizontal line. And typically with this, we should see a big push, a big move. I'm just gonna say, for the sake of this video and for just tomorrow, I think we're gonna get up to 90, to where these short sellers are. All right, so have your alert right here at exactly $87.50, and it should ring tomorrow. I think it's going to ring tomorrow. All right, that's the best case scenario, where it rings and then it just runs in the morning and gets to 90. Worst case scenario, and what it's not supposed to do, we're not supposed to see the stock drop back down below that horizontal line. We're not supposed to see the stock get back below 85. If it does, leave the stock alone. All right, if the first 5 minutes is red and we don't see a push above 86, if the bell don't ring, I repeat, leave the stock alone, because the odds are, if you see that, then it might just play games and form a new structure and then finally be ready to make its move, like later on in the week, maybe Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon. All right, so I'm just getting you guys prepared for what's going to happen in the middle of the week. Now, let's do some updates. The stock for the last video, congratulations to anybody who made some money on it. I gave you guys Microsoft. Yeah, I gave you a Microsoft. I told y'all this will go insane soon, and immediately it went quite crazy. Like, it went up by like $6 or $8. Yeah, so a lot of money to be made on here. The bell that I told y'all to set right here at like 385 definitely ringed. And if you have calls on there, you should be up, because it went up throughout the remainder of the day. Tomorrow, again, similar play, similar, not the same as PLTR, similar. This is a bullish rectangle, and again, it's not supposed to drop back down below that horizontal line. Y'all see the alert right here at 385. All right, it's not supposed to get below that. If it does, then again, the structure fails and it's not gonna get up to 3. It's not gonna get up to 392. It's not gonna get up to 395. It might just drag its feet, and then later on, later this week, it's going to try to make its move up there. All right, so again, with this one, I think it's going to go tomorrow. If it doesn't, then I just have to be more patient and watch for another structure that will lead to when exactly it's going to get up there. But overall, the daily looks kind of nice. Let me clean up the chart real quick. The daily looks good. We got some shorts trapped underneath that line that stretches from exactly 387 right here. So we got a whole lot of bears who are in here. And if tomorrow we open up above, let's say they announce news tomorrow, which the company definitely could do, and we open up at like 390, I think we're going to go. So just Microsoft is another stock to definitely keep on your radar, because there's a lot of upside, lots of upside. Now, the next stock that we're going to look at, somebody asked me a question to actually discuss this, and this is the Chinese sector, BABA. All right, so for the person who got caught in a bear trap on BABA, where is it going to go? The situation is looking kind of sus right now with BABA. It's trapping shorts, it's annihilating longs, it's trading in a box, and it's a very dangerous situation to be in. All right, it's not so nice, because it jumps up and then the gaps down, and then it does a whole lot of nothing, giving everybody small little candles. Right, the bulls get crushed, the bears get crushed, and it goes nowhere. Is it ready to fall yet? I honestly don't think so, because of how it's been behaving. I told you before, consolidation is a short seller's worst nightmare. Right, and when I look at the daily chart and when I zoom out, there's a gap on the left at exactly 262, and the odds are, at least what I think this gap has a higher likelihood of getting filled first before we see this thing drop. That's what I think, because it's playing so many games out here and it's not really falling to take care of the gaps below. I think that's what the stock is trying to do. And when I take a look at the other Chinese stocks, like let's say JD, for example. Yeah, JD is playing games. This is just terrible price action. Horrible price action. JD also has a gap to fill way up here at 52. So yeah, it's just nasty. I think the gap at 52 could get filled first before we think about filling the ones at the bottom, because it's just not falling, and especially with the fall that we've seen with the indices, the Nasdaq, SPY, the fact that this thing didn't really collapse like everything else. That's why I'm having this opinion that it's going to rise first before it falls. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell, that way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.